Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Chill English, the place where we relax, listen, and learn English naturally and slowly. I'm Quinn. Today, we're going to practice listening through a very special folk tale called Meng Po and the Soup of Forgetfulness. This is a touching traditional story about forgiveness, letting go, and beginning again. It is not only a story about life after death. It is also a story about how people learn to release their pain and live with peace in their hearts. So, take a deep breath, find a quiet space, and let's begin this journey together. A long time ago, people believed that when a person died, their soul started a long journey before being reborn into a new life. The road was covered in mist and silence. At the end of that road, there was a bridge called Naihe Bridge. It was said that this bridge connected two worlds, the past and the future. Before a soul could cross it, something very important had to happen. By the bridge lived an old woman with silver hair and a kind face. Her name was Meng Po. For thousands of years, she stayed beside a big pot of hot soup that never stopped steaming. This was not an ordinary soup. It was the magical soup of forgetfulness. Every soul that passed by had to drink a bowl before they could cross the bridge and start a new life. When a soul came to the bridge, Meng Po would gently scoop a bowl of soup. The aroma drifted softly in the air, warm and comforting. Anyone who drank it would forget everything from their previous life, their happiness and sadness, their love and hatred, all their memories. After drinking it, the soul could cross the bridge freely, with no pain, no worry, and no past to hold them back. People said that Meng Po never left her place by the bridge. She watched countless souls come and go. Some smiled peacefully after drinking the soup. Some cried bitterly. And some refused to drink at all. They were afraid that if they forgot everything, they would lose the most precious things: love, family, or promises they had not yet kept. But Meng Po never forced anyone. She only smiled gently and said, "If you cannot forget, you cannot truly live your next life. Hold on to the past, and you will never have a future." One day, a young man arrived at Naihe Bridge. His eyes were full of sorrow. In his hand, he held a small silk ribbon, an old keepsake from the woman he loved deeply in his previous life. Meng Po looked at him with gentle eyes and asked softly, "You still cannot let go, can you?" The young man knelt before her, his voice shaking. "I don't want to forget her," he said. "Even if my next life is full of hardship, I only wish to meet her again, even once." Meng Po stayed silent for a moment. In her long years, she had heard these words many times, yet each time, her heart trembled a little. She understood that some memories, even painful ones, were precious. "Finally," she said quietly, "true love never disappears, even when memories fade. Drink this soup, and if your bond is not yet broken, you will meet again." The young man looked down at the bowl in his hands. The steam rose slowly, white and soft. Tears rolled down his face and fell into the soup. Then he closed his eyes and drank. When he finished, his eyes became calm and empty. His memories were gone. But somewhere deep inside, a small feeling remained, a warm light, like the echo of a voice calling from far away. People said that in his next life, He was born again as a poor potter in a small town. One morning, while selling his pottery at the market, he met a woman selling flowers. When their eyes met, both stopped for a moment. Their hearts began to beat faster. They did not know each other, yet they felt strangely familiar. Neither could explain it, but both felt warmth in their hearts, as if something invisible connected them. Perhaps that was the piece of love that even Meng Po's soup could never erase. From that time on, the story of Meng Po and her soup of forgetfulness was passed down through generations. Some people say that Meng Po is the goddess of letting go. She helps souls release their pain before they are reborn. Others believe she is the guardian of memories, because through her, all beautiful things from the past can rest peacefully instead of haunting the living. No matter how people understand the story, the image of Meng Po beside her steaming pot of soup remains a symbol of wisdom and peace. It reminds people of one simple truth: sometimes forgetting is not losing, but a way to move forward. If a person holds too tightly to the past, to pain, regret, or a love that has already faded, their heart will never find peace. They are like a lost soul standing at the bridge, unable to move on, unable to go back. They keep wandering in circles, trapped by their own memories. Only when they learn to let go can they truly cross the bridge within their hearts and start a new life. Letting go does not mean forgetting everything. It means allowing the past to rest gently in our hearts, without pain, without fear. Even today, this ancient story still has meaning. Maybe the soup of forgetfulness is not just a magic drink. Maybe it is a symbol of time. Time, too, helps us forget our sadness. Time heals broken hearts, softens painful memories, and teaches us how to smile again. When enough time has passed, the things that once hurt us become lessons, not wounds. And that is the power of forgetting. It gives us freedom to live again. Each of us, in our own life, has a bowl of Meng Po's soup. It may not be a real drink. It may come in different forms. Sometimes it is a night when we cry until there are no tears left. Sometimes it is a journey to a new place where we can leave everything behind. Sometimes it is just the courage to delete one last message or to say goodbye to someone we once loved. These moments are painful, but they help us grow. When we choose to let go, that is when we are drinking our own bowl of soup, allowing our souls to feel light again and crossing our own Naihe Bridge quietly within ourselves. There is an old saying, only those who can forget are truly able to love again. Perhaps Meng Po is not only the guardian of the underworld, but also a teacher of the heart. She teaches us that forgetting does not mean betraying the past. It means giving memories a place to rest, so that love can be reborn in another form. When we let the past rest, love can return to us in a new and peaceful way. And who knows, maybe one night, in a dream, we might meet her again. She will stand there by the steaming pot, her eyes kind and calm, holding a bowl in her wrinkled hands. She will smile gently and say, "Drink it, and your heart will feel lighter. Everything will be all right." In that dream, we will feel warmth spread through our chest, and peace will fill our hearts. That is the story of Meng Po and the Soup of Forgetfulness, a story both beautiful and sad, yet deeply meaningful. It reminds us that sometimes forgetting is not weakness. It is courage. It is the first step toward healing and freedom. To forget does not mean to stop caring. It means to move forward with understanding and kindness toward ourselves. Only when we release the pain of the past can we embrace the present with open hearts and gentle smiles. I hope today's story has brought you a moment of calm and helped you practice your English listening in a soft and natural way. Remember, learning English is not a race. It is a journey, slow, peaceful, and full of beautiful moments, just like this story. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, subscribe to Chill English, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss more storytelling and listening videos. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Quinn, and I'll see you in the next video. May your day be peaceful, kind, and full of light.